I'm Randy Silver, here with Chantel McCabe of PGA Tour Live. Welcome.
Thank you.
So I have a couple questions for you today. I wanted to start with, we're in the new season for the PGA, and of course we're here at the LPGA event, the Epson Tour. What should we focus on here at the Epson Tour event?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of good storylines because just kicking off the season, some changes made to the Epson Tour, this only being the second event of the season. So girls know that they have all 20 events to gather as many points as possible, which is an important distinction from years past when it used to be a money list.
Yes, yes.
And because the way that the money worked with different purse amounts for each tournament, some of the players who played really well at the big money events got to capitalize, and those who played consistently well did not get those same finishing results in terms of those tour cards. So also a change, you're going from 10 LPGA Tour cards at the end of this season to 15.
Five more.
Yeah,
5 more.
So that's going to be a massive increase. It might sound like a small number, but 5 more cards. I mean, we're doubling how many more we're giving away. So it's going to be a lot of stars out here coming from college, coming from the amateur ranks. The strength of field just gets better and better, and you're going to see that on display this week.
Yeah, and we spoke to Savannah, that was her name, correct?
Yeah.
And she talked about, like, my focus here is in the Epson Tour because there's now more opportunity for players. But from the fan perspective, what's that going to be like in October at the final events when there should be more thrilling finishes as you're competing for those last 5 guaranteed spots?
Yeah, well, I'm happy to see some of the shifts and changes that the Epson Tour is doing to give those opportunities to the LPGA, allowing for more membership and more flux and rewarding good play. And so just like other tours, whether that be the PGA Tour, Korn Ferry Tour, or even LPGA Tour, those points at the end of the season, the very last tournament of the year, they get amplified. So yes, it's an accumulation of the year, but if you bring it for that final event, creating that drama is the whole purpose of increasing those points. So it does get exciting. I remember Nelly Korda was pacing back and forth the year that she gained access to the LPGA because she wasn't sure if she would have enough, with some girls playing really well in the final event. So truly, this is where stars are born, and some names that you might want to look out for in the future.
And obviously, as a fan, I like to call it theater. Grab your popcorn, sit on your couch, come to the event if you can be there live, and you're going to see amazing golf.
Yeah.
We're here on the driving range, and these women are hitting it perfectly straight and clear. So it's going to be a really fun day here, the overall weekend. Who are a couple of people that they should look out for on the leaderboard?
Yeah, well, Anna Balance, who lost in a playoff last week, she is a fiery player out of Duke, ton of game, and she's been out here for a couple seasons. She's feisty, and I know she's itching to get to the next level in her game. And so I think kicking off the season the way she did will add a chip on her shoulder. She plays out of Lake Nona, which is not too far from here. So she's used to this kind of grass. She's used to these conditions. So that would be one player that, to me, would be probably a target. If you're going to maybe go out and follow one group, check out Anna, because she's got game. Also being an Olympic year, so you might want to look at international players, because some of them who might actually represent the women in golf in Paris are in this field this week.
Because last week we had the Colombian one, so you could see in the Olympics.
Yeah.
And we're in the middle, as she's talked about. You can see it's sunny, it's beautiful. We're in Florida, 3 weeks in a row in Florida. Also in Florida this week, the PGA Tour Championship.
That's right.
Sorry, the Players Championship. Players Championship. What are your thoughts about that tournament?
Yeah, well, this is absolutely one of my favorite events. I know that people roll their eyes when you hear, oh, this is the 5th major, and it has a special distinction because 50-year anniversary this year, that in and of itself just shows the caliber and how this is shown over the test of time in terms of the kinds of winners. Scotty Scheffler with the possibility to defend his title successfully, the first player to ever do that. But the course condition, the design, so much about it the players respect. There's players who have never made a cut there, but they love this golf course. And it's because they respect what the course makes you do. You have to hit shots, you have to shape shots. And there's very few stops on the PGA Tour, even the highest level, where it requires that test day in, day out. Last couple of years we've had insane weather, which scary things have happened on 17, and I would not want to be hitting those shots even without the stadium audience around. And so it really does provide the theater, to steal a word from you.
Please.
And so to me, there's so many compelling reasons, as it really is kind of the launch of the season. I know we're 2 months into the PGA Tour season, but really when the players hit, I think people start thinking about the Masters, Augusta National, and so the players is, for maybe the more casual golf fans, really what draws you into the season.
Awesome. Do you have any final thoughts?
No, I think we covered it.
Thank you for your time today. For Full Sail Live, I'm Randy Silver.